Guys, Danielle here. Welcome to the breakdown for this week's workout. We're going to get started right away with pistol squat switch into Warrior 3. This is the version I'll be doing in the workout video. So as you lower yourself down, you want to keep your weight into the heel of that standing leg, and at the bottom, switch your feet and power up on that same leg. As you come back, extend your leg back behind you. Keep your arms out in front of you to maintain your balance. And then just alternate legs back and forth. If you can't do the switch at the bottom, you can always just alternate legs at the top after the Warrior 3. Now, single leg squats are pretty difficult to do, so if you're a beginner or if you have knee injury or issues, then you can use a chair. Same principle, you just lower yourself, keep the weight in the heel of your standing leg, and you just decrease your range of motion. Just go down as far as you can, and then extend your leg again back as far as you can. Here you don't have to turn around like I did. I was just giving you a better angle so you can see. As you go down, you don't have to go as deep when you're doing the modification. Just keep your weight in the heel of your leg. Draw your abs in and your shoulder. Keep it down and away from your ears. Up next we have 3 pike press, plank, and archer push-up. Like I said, the first version will be the one I'll be doing in the video. So get into downward dog position with your hands and feet slightly wider than shoulder width on your tippy toes, and lower the crown of your head in between your hands as close to the ground as you can. Hop into plank with your feet wide apart. That really helps as you shift your weight onto one arm. Perform 2 of those and then back up into pike press. We'll do 3 reps of that and then back down again. The side that you're leaning or you're shifting your weight to, the other arm. So as I lean into my right arm there, I'm trying to keep my left arm straight and vice versa. The modification would be just once again to decrease your range of motion. And then you can step back instead of hopping back, just step back and do a push-up off of your knees and just go down as deep as you can. If you still can't shift your weight onto one arm, just do a regular push-up. Coming up, we have the V-up splits, so you'll want to lie on your back and raise your legs about 6 inches off the ground. The lower you keep your legs, the more it will engage your abs. As you come up, try to keep your back straight. It's fine to lower it on the way down, but as you come up, you want to try to maintain a straight back and keep a space between your chin and your chest. As you get more fatigued, you'll notice that you'll start to clench your jaw, so try to relax your jaw as well. As a modification, you can just set your heels on the floor, and then when you reach the top, kick up and try to touch your hands to your toes. And then if you feel any discomfort still, then just do a regular crunch. Do not pull on your neck, just a light touch behind the ears and raise your shoulders off the ground. Up next we have the curl, press, and row. So here I was using 20 pounds. You can go heavier or lighter. There's really no other modification than just decreasing or increasing the weight that you're using. If you're using your right arm first, then you want to step forward with your left leg. This 3-move combination needs to be nice, slow, and controlled. So they need to flow from one into the next. So the bicep curl, straight into the shoulder press, and then bend over and support yourself by placing your left hand onto your left thigh, and then row back. As you row, keep your back straight and your elbow close to your ribs. Now we have sumo walk with 4 sumo hop squats. Your legs need to be wider apart than shoulder width, and your knees and toes pointing slightly outwards. Make sure your knees don't track over your toes, so do that by keeping your weight always in the heel of your feet and pushing your hips back. Keep your back straight and your abs pulled in. You can position your arms wherever feels comfortable. 4 steps forward and then 4 steps back. When you return to starting position, you do 4 hop squats. And once again, land on the balls of your feet, not on your heels and not on your toes. As a modification, you can just do regular squats with decreased range of motion, and then small hop, or you can just lift up onto your toes. Always push your butt back and keep your abs drawn in. Okay, going into 10 swimmers, roll over, and 10 scissor lifts. So lay down on your stomach and raise your arms and your legs off the ground. Alternate lifting your right arm with your left leg and your left arm with your right. After doing 10, you want to roll over on your back and scissor your legs. As you lift your leg, you want to keep your foot flexed and raise your opposite arm up as far as you can. Try to reach your toes. To make this easier, you can tap your foot down each time instead of keeping it elevated like I am here. As you come up, you also want to try to pull your shoulders up off the ground. We'll be doing 10 reps, so each time you touch your foot is a rep. After you do 10 reps, you roll back over and do 10 scissors, and then alternate 10 scissors, 10 swimmers, and so forth. Here I'm showing you the easier version of the swimmers. So instead of keeping your arms and legs elevated, you can just alternate lifting and resting in between each. As you lift up, don't crane your neck up. Keep a neutral spine. And do 10 reps of this. And when you roll over, you can use your arms and your legs to, or your feet to kind of help push you over. On these scissors, for the modification, just do the scissor without lifting your arms or your shoulders. Or you can just tap your toe. And the stronger you get and the more flexible you get, you can reach further. Moving on to the one leg rolling get up, or the single leg rolling get up to commando push up. It's very similar to the pistol squat. As you come down, you roll onto your back and then propel yourself up onto that standing leg. Jump back into plank and do a single leg push-up. As you come up into the push-up, drive your knee in towards your chest. Do 2 of those and then repeat. We'll be doing one side for 1 minute, and then the alternate side for the next minute. And this move is a full body exercise. It's working your arms, your chest, your legs, your glutes, your core. For the modification, you can just simply lower yourself slowly onto the ground and just step back into plank. Do a push-up on your knees if you have to. And just make sure that you're using one leg for the full minute. And then the other leg, just remember which leg you're using for each set. The next move is the tricep crab march. Here I used an elevated surface. I'll be showing you how to do it on the ground if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't have the strength to do it off of a raised surface. If you are using a chair, just make sure that it's sturdy enough to hold your weight. There's a couple different ways you can do this. Here I've got my legs slightly bent. As you go down, bend your elbows at a 90-degree angle and keep your back as close to the edge as you can. The wider you have your feet spread apart, the easier it is to keep your balance. This is the harder version with your legs straight. And the easiest version using a chair or a couch would be with your feet planted flat on the ground. Just go down when you do the tricep dip. Go down as far as you can. If you can't go that deep, don't worry. You'll just get stronger and increase your range of motion. And here I'll be showing you how to do it on the ground. You get in a tabletop position and you're still bending your elbows back behind you. The higher you have your pelvis or your hips, the harder it is. Up next we have the weighted side bends. You can use, here I'm using a 15-pound kettlebell. You can use a dumbbell, you can use a jug of water, you can use heavier weight or lighter weight, and I'll be showing you how to do it without any weight. The closer you have your feet together, the harder it is. Just make sure that you match your breath with the movement. So as you go down, you're inhaling. As you reach the top, you exhale. And with your your legs, your arms raised above your head, the further you have them above your head, the harder it forces you to work your obliques. And you can do it. The easiest version here would be to just place your hands on your hips. And the last move is the Rockstar burpees. It's a killer cardio move. So you jump down into plank and do a burpee or a push-up, and then as soon as you do your push-up, hop up into the Rockstar. So jump your heels into your butt, and then as you land in a squat, you jump up again into the star by curling up and then exploding up, reaching your arms and legs out. Here I'm showing you a front view. So it's kind of like a jumping jack without touching the ground in the middle. A modified version would be doing a push-up on your knees and stepping up instead of hopping, and either do a small hop and like a jumping jack, a low impact jumping jack, or you could even just, like you did in the sumo hops, you just come up onto your toes into a calf raise. But that's just about it for this workout tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me on the workout video.